We're now going to walk you through the waypoint features of the NSX. We'll teach you how to add waypoints, edit them. We'll walk you through your waypoint library and how to manipulate that data. When we want to add a waypoint on an NSX, we can do it through two different apps. The first one is through the chart app, where we simply have the ability to scroll wherever we want, put our finger somewhere, press, and now you'll notice we have this menu that pops up where that cursor is, and you've got an add button. So now we can go in and actually change that information. If we don't want it 10, we could call it test 1. We'll say OK. If we want to go in and change our icon color, change our actual icon itself, you can pull up whatever you want. And now we've just created our waypoint. But remember, I told you we can do it from two different pages, or two different apps. We can go in and we can also do it through our waypoints and routes menu. Now you notice it gives us that map again, and when we go and add that add waypoints, it's a little different. Instead of putting our cursor on the screen, we actually move the screen below the bullseye. So this will allow us to get a little more accurate if we need to place it on a certain spot or a marker or a specific item. This gives us a little more accuracy. So now I can do that. I simply hit next. It's going to drop it again. We can go and make this maybe test 2. So we can simply just add it, manipulate the data. Maybe this time I want a green instead of a red. And I want to change my icon to a fish. So now simply, easily, you can manipulate that data and add that waypoint into those screens. So now you can see when we're on our waypoint and routes app, you're going to see all that stuff that we've just created and manipulated. Now from here, you can go in and do different things. So we can pick any of those points. And now if I go out here, now I can go and I have the ability now to edit. So maybe I didn't like the color and I want to make this that purple. I can make that purple. And so I can quickly edit from that page. You can also do the same thing from your chart page. But here it's a little bit different because we have to find the waypoint. So we're going to move our cursor over it. And you'll notice that anytime we get close to that waypoint pops up. And again, we can go in through that edit and again, edit the waypoint. So multiple ways, different apps, we can still do the same thing. So again, the same features that we had there. Something else you're going to notice again on both apps is we have the ability to export. When we're viewing in the chart page and we're just viewing a single waypoint, we're only exporting that waypoint. So if we just want to export just one waypoint at a time, we can do it that way. But if we do go in, again, to our waypoints and routes, and we've got all of our data that we see here, if we go into recent, we can go in now and hit export all. So it shows me all my waypoints. Yep, that's my list. That's what I want to export. So I'm going to hit next. We're going to give it a file name. This file name can be anything. If you're a guy that likes to save your waypoints a lot, I usually tell people to use the date because it helps them differentiate between which file they're storing. But if you're only doing this once in a while, maybe we're just going to put that this was the day we went out and we were fishing. So I'm going to just make this my fishing backup. And then where am I going to store it to? So I'm going to store it to my SD card. I have an SD card in the machine. I'm going to store it to that SD card. Going to hit next. And now that file has been brought into that SD card. And then finished and I'm done. We also have the ability to import. So import is going to go out and look at what files are available. So it says I found all these files out there that could be waypoints. And you'll notice that some of them are different formats. So the machine does have the ability to bring in and out different formats. So remember I saved fishing and you can see it saved fishing in 3 different formats. So depending on where I'm using them, I have those formats, but I can simply just pick a file. And now if I had no waypoints in the machine or I wanted to add to those waypoints, I'd pick that file, I'd hit next, and it would bring them into the machine. and then it says that they've been successfully imported. So we have the ability to bring them out as well as bring some other file in. So in the event we want to delete all of our waypoints, we can do that as well. Maybe we're going to first back it up, never delete without a backup, so not without exporting. But delete all, we might want to delete if we're going in, taking the boat in for service. We don't want to lose our waypoint list. We can go in now and hit delete all, and it will delete all of our waypoints, and you know it's gone. So when we have none, there's that import again, right? Now we can go grab that file again. So when we get the boat back, we do next, finished, and guess what? All of our waypoints are back. So it's a quick and easy process. We just want to walk you through that. Now the other thing you might want to do is you have a lot of waypoints, hundreds, thousands. We can go in and do filtering. So filtering allows us to go in, and now we can do it by text. So by the names of the units, we can do it by date. So when were they dropped? We can filter by icon. So it will separate based on icons, where you allow only certain icons to show, or you want to group them together by those icons. You can go in and now either only show or delete or don't show. So you have the ability to filter that as well. But that's one of the features that we can do, is to go in and do filtering. The other one we can do is go in and sort. So sort's another way where we can sort them from A to Z, so alphabetically. So now when we go back, you're going to notice that starting with numeric, then going into alpha, it does your sorting. You can also go in and do that by, again, recent, what was the most recent, or proximity of the vessel. So wherever the boat is, sort by what's closest to me, moving outward. So this allows you to do different ways to find your waypoints, to edit your waypoints, as well as add your waypoints.